awesome credentials. He's basically a space scientist. His educational credentials are as follows. Please pay attention. MSc, MPhil, PhD, LLB, MBA, and MS. I think Sir MS stands for Master of Science.
MS in psychotherapy.
Okay, psychotherapy. He was working as a deputy director at the cabinet secretariat as a space scientist, and he left his job to work for the people, youth, and teachers and students. He has a trust called the Shiksha Gyanam in Hyderabad and Kerala. And for the last 17 years, he has catered to more than 500,000 students, teachers, and public. Not only that, Shiksha Gyanam also sheltered over 500 youth, and DrTPS for introducing life as living in full enjoyment, and he's able student Durga Anushka, who will also do a bit of speaking here, I suppose. She's a BTech and served in Infosys for over 3 years before joining at MIT for MS in Management, Information, Systems Design and Thinking. Right now, she's aspiring to be a civil servant under the mentorship and tutelage of Dr. Shashi Kumar. Sir.
University teachers are not trained for teaching, so they don't know teaching methodology, psychology of children. Because somebody can do a MSc mathematics, do a PhD in mathematics, they become teachers. Or even in MSc mathematics, after that they teachers of students of teenage or adolescents, right? But all of you learn, at least for namesake, psychology, education psychology.
In fact, it helps us. It's not easy what we have.
So I have taught more than 5 lakh teachers.
It helps a lot. Education.
We have seen how serious teachers are in learning what is being taught in BEd colleges. I must have gone to 30 BEd colleges.
Okay, but definitely that helps me.
Okay. Styles of teaching. You did a BEd? Yeah. Styles of teaching. What are the styles of teaching?
If you ask me like that, it is tough to answer. It was long back, 2000.
So which you apply every day in your classroom?
I think student-centered, interactive method.
Have you heard descriptive,
Yes.
deductive,
Yes. Inductive.
discovery?
Yes.
We all learn this in theory. Very few practical problems in the classrooms. That is supposed to be used in which subject you teach?
I teach chemistry.
Chemistry, which methodology is very good?
Experimental. Experimental demonstrative.
No.
In fact, I go.
In the text, in the laboratory, it is experimental. When you come to theory classes,
No to
you don't do. You have theory class more than the experiment class.
both. Back to back.
But then, what do you? Which method do you use?
No to unknown.
Which method do you use it in this category?
It is inductive. You mean to say no to unknown. No to unknown. Generally, with what they have, what
We
they
use
know.
discovery.
To a certain extent, yes.
Now, which method I used in discussing with you?
Interactive.
This is discovery.
It is
See,
discovery.
I was not asking questions. I was
Yes.
discovering.
Yes.
Then all of you I made to think in the same way. Correct? Because I know that all of you know this, and I am trying to derive by making you to discover yourself.
Yes.
Correct?
Thank you.
Most of the teaching methodologies are learned, and then you can do it. But because I have experience of sitting in different classes, without this theoretical knowledge also I can acquire that knowledge.
Yeah.
Because many teachers would have used that, and I know, oh, this is the style I have to teach. That's how the university teachers, college teachers become practicing all this without knowing the names. In BEd, what do? You know that this is the technology used.
And we forget.
Yeah. Forget or not is a different matter. I was just trying to explain that I am teaching you the discovery step. Whereas in colleges, they don't learn this at all.
But unknowingly they
Unknowingly they use it. But if assume you wanted to change some of them into styles, so what we do is we have got a micro teaching technology in which record all this. Listen to your own class to see how effective is that. These are all done in 50 centers which are recognized by University Grants Commission. I was director for that.
What exactly is micro teaching? This has been a question to me from my B.Ed class.
Yeah.
Because I was not introduced what to say.
The micro teaching is now we have a discussion. We had some discussion, right? I go out and I am supposed to ask somebody else also to take a similar class on styles of teaching. You have to introduce. You ask me what is that. Assume I ask somebody else to teach styles of teaching. I don't think they will use this method. They may tell you there are 6 styles of teaching. One is no. They will start explaining. So each one of us have got a different teaching. So you play all of them and then decide which is good. So for a subject, a specific topic, bits you show, and then find out this is one micro teaching, this is another micro teaching, another micro teaching. Pick up and then show you which is good for that step.
Okay. Is it not like using only one methodology for one particular concept?
No, it could be different. Mathematics teachers can be deductive, inductive, and discovery. So
Actually, the same topic, 2-3 teachers will.
many
will take the same topic.
Same.
In that they will select which is the best for the
there is nothing for best and all. See, assume there is a student who is very intelligent, or the student may like, why when I have got 40 students when I teach some subject, some students will feel okay, this is a wonderful teacher. Somebody else will say, no, it's all right. That is because among students also like teachers and subject there are different styles.
Right.
Students also have different styles. Right?
Yeah.
And they will think that, I don't want description and deduction of some. Assume that you are giving a class in which you are talking about the story of some animals and then we deduce this is the moral of the story. Some students will tell me the moral, that's good enough. Don't tell
Some
me the
like
story.
the short teaching, some like the elaborate teaching.
So what do? Even you do the same thing in your class. You explain one style, but you have a psychology looking at everyone, you know that, okay, I'm not doing very good.
Yeah.
So I change
You
my
won't feel
style.
satisfied.
Yeah, you are not satisfied looking at the face. There is some confusion in it. You change your style knowingly again. Knowingly or doing it. But they don't feel that you are doing it knowingly. And second time, assume there are some teachers who have a habit of changing all the styles so that everybody gets satisfied. You know what will happen? That will be the most disturbing class. Because students know that this teacher is going to tell same thing 3 times.
Yes.
Let me wait. Last time I will satisfy.
At first time I will get it.
But by second time, they already got the concept. 80% of them got. You don't tell the third time. Those people also missed. This is why most of the classroom students are failing.
The same way of teaching.
Same. Assume I am asked you to, where is the advantage of private teaching? Assume you are going for a talk. That's a TV show. And you are asked to cover one topic. Will you repeat 3 times? Because it's getting recorded, you are conscious, right? So make your classrooms like a recorded classroom. There is a camera always on. Therefore, you will be very careful in using your words. You don't do body language like this. Correct? Because somebody is recording, right?
Yeah. But initially we will have that conscious.
No,
but
but
later I
To
will.
train this,
Yeah.
we do micro-teaching.
No, but
There are
some.
different, you asked me why micro-teaching. One is, you see your own video
But
and you find out what is wrong with it.
But in our teaching, if we didn't repeat, the children will not get access.
It's not,
They say,
it's
right?
not true.
Means it won't go into their mind.
It will go.
How?
That is because, that's what I said. When a mother says, get up, the son will not get up because mother always calls them half an hour.
Yeah, that is each 5 minutes, not 1 minute also we call. Here every 1 minute I call my daughter morning. Get
That
up,
is,
get up.
they know that, and you will also like, you saying that it is 7 o'clock, better get up.
Yes, 7
It's only 6
o'clock.
o'clock.
It happens.
This makes them to do that. Otherwise you tell only one call, that's it. I don't call you second.
Have we given them the practice of not listening to us?
Yes.
But
Parents, teachers are responsible
if
for
we repeat like this, it will go in their mind, it will
it
record
will
and
go,
that way it's there, right?
it will go. It's continuously using the same thing many times and become like this. That has become the
And
practice.
condition them.
Yeah,
And
condition.
multiple say.
You make them to do, and I'll tell you, assume you ask them to submit the assignments. Tomorrow morning 9 o'clock it must be on my paper. 9 o'clock you don't see them because it so happened every teacher will get your notes. Once you say it has to be there at 9 o'clock, it has to be there at 9 o'clock.
So what to do to condition?
Be very strict. Tell only once. No repetition.
They didn't submit?
They will submit first time. See, there are classrooms where I have thrown all of them out, only one fellow will sit in my class who has submitted.
They still asking to go on.
No, that is not true.
Punishments are not.
See, these are all very, very bad. I'll tell you.
We should not be strict.
I'll tell you, there are a lot of things. I told your CEO, today I came to the class, right? The seating arrangement in the class will tell how indisciplined you are. It's so shabby, not in your home. Anything which you do has to be like that. Have you seen any police training center or military center for how do they arrange? I was also combined defense service. I had 90 brigadiers under me. I've got 150 IPS officers under me. Do you think I accept a classroom like this? Do you think I accept a classroom like that? I get that. Okay, it's okay. This is your, no, we cannot demand. Having said in the lunchtime, probably I expect in the afternoon to be slightly more. It has not been done. As your teachers, I'm telling you. See, it's a discipline which everyone. I went to her college first when she was in BTech, second year. I said, it's so shabby. Arrange the.
Which college?
That was JB. At one of the engineering colleges. I said, all the seats have to be arranged. I don't want to see a seat. Not. There are 3 chairs in the front, 1 row, another 3. Only 3 at the back, not 4. Straight line. I make sure it is done in the classroom before I start. I didn't do today because it is only 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. You understood what I said?
Yeah.
So the ambience has to be very, very carefully done. And then be very strict. The strictness is not in terms of you punishing. Don't think that punishment. It's all learning process. It has to be part of learning. If discipline is not there, you are wasting a lot of energy. If discipline is there, I'll tell you, I was asking ma'am, how do you give me 400 LKG children, want to make them keep quiet? It is very simple. You keep on telling them, keep quiet, keep quiet. You are seeing somebody is not keeping quiet. Understood? The first person who comes, you should not talk. You don't have to say because they have nothing else to. There is only one person, teacher and one student, right? To whom that student can speak. I will not speak. That first student also not talking. How do they talk? So you don't have to tell them. That's enough. When you see one student is sitting like that, the next student also will come and sit like that only.
Yes.
But if the second student listen that, no, you should not talk. If you keep on listening, the other student also is, what is that she says? There is nothing to understood, no? It's all about the family. And why do somebody has to sit like this? It gives a lot of. Our job is not to make them to sit quiet. Our job is to make them work something.
Engage.
So most of the children I have seen when they come anywhere, they are not busy at all. Correct? They are all idle. Somebody has to give them job, then only they will pick it up. At home also we see most of the children. Why don't they engage themselves, learning something, asking something? Questions were very, very, very bad. No great questions come from children today. The standard of the school is based on the questions which we get. There has to be great questions. And classroom should be with a lot of questions. Make any children also to ask questions. No? It has to be total noise, no problem. Sitting discipline. When it comes to questions, let them shout and ask questions. Yeah. There has to be a lot of group activity, a lot of learning, inventing something. Anything can be done. So those practices which young children can have, they can have up to the graduation or post-graduation also. Our seminars and all that. When I was doing my PG, I was in Cochin University. When I was doing my PG, the first thing what I do is, I look for who is the speaker, what is the topic which they speak, go to library. Today we can Google. Those days Google was not there. So we go to library. I don't even know how to read some of the topics. It could be from different departments. Physics or chemistry. We look at it, copy down the same thing. Go to library and ask, is there any book in this subject? Study everything and come and sit in the class. Now somebody is asking what is the topic which I speak. She is asking what is my name, where did you work? You understood? The background work. Then you prepare for a lot of questions. And every teacher should make your children, you should ask 100 questions. I am a space science, but I haven't seen a single question from your children on space. So that's what we expect. The standard of people should become based on the questions which you can ask. Some people don't know how to ask questions. Even if you get a Prime Minister of India here, what do they ask? What's your name, sir? Where do you grow? Your children should be equipped to ask questions. Quest is the root word for question. So quest should be there in children. Creating quest is teacher's job. Got it? Creating quest is your job. The other day somebody was asking about Fe2O3 plus H2O will give you I asked, where do you get this ferrous put into water? Is it possible to create? They never thought about it. See, somebody should ask, how is it possible? And I said, in our childhood, we have seen when cow has got some stomach problem, we used to feed them water from the blacksmith. Blacksmith has got iron rod which is hot, and then they put in water. And that was fed. That was ferrous oxide, which is a very good medicine for cow for stomach problems. I have seen physically doing it. That time I never know this is the method for the iron to mix with the water. Got it? We used to have rubber plants. Where there used to be tuition, you know what's tuition? Copper sulfate. Copper sulfate is what is spread. So we used to have copper sulfate to put it there, and two batteries are connected. We do electrolysis. Electroplating is that. We have nice method. Put a copper coin, there used to be copper coin, and then put a normal blade. We see electrolysis. All this we have done during we never knew this is physics or chemistry. We learned the theory later, but we saw practical. Chemistry can be learned like this. That is the quest. Correct? We had science teachers. Even today when I conduct camps in my old home. It's 200 years old. I get my 8th grade, 9th grade science teacher for taking class. He will teach all these subjects. I remember those days we can smoke in the campus also. That was all permitted for teachers. So he used to keep the cigarette here, put the lens there, and then he will burn. That's how he taught us. This is popular.
Real life,
Real life. And there was one boy, he says, sir, I didn't see again. He didn't have a cigarette. He said, come here, show me your hand.
Yeah.
And then he put like this. And he asked, is it getting heated? He said, no. Though it was, he wanted to show that it doesn't.
We studied real life, it says.
And then what happened? His hand got burned. Is it punishment? Today that's good enough for filing a complaint. With that, after 20 years, the boy came to the sir and then asked, no sir, do you remember me? No, do I remember? No, show, this is your focal length class. Even today. See, we make our own projector. Take a small pipe, make some 2 holes, and put some hand there, and then see whether it is moving or not. No? You can see this is the focal length. This is convex lens, this is concave lens. It's only 30 rupees and waste pipe. So, teacher can be a discovery teacher in the classroom.
That time there was no internet, there was no Google. But now children, whatever you say, first I'll just Google.
See, that is, I'll tell you, basic difference. Those days, I had a guest in my house. I am going back to my native after 30-35 years. So many people will come to meet me because I am going back to my village after a long gap. No? Otherwise, I am in Hyderabad. So I go back. So somebody came and then we had a discussion. We introduced ourselves. And he said, "Hey, don't you remember that I am your classmate?" And after some time, your brother came. Then he was telling to him also, he is 6 years elder than me. He says, "I am your classmate." I said, "How can you be classmate for two people, 6 years old?" He is failed 6 times. From 3rd class to 8th class, 6 years he failed. Today you tell me, is there anybody failing?
No.
So everybody passes. So every student knows if I don't study also I pass.
Yes, that is the rule made by the government.
That's what I'm saying. Let the government make the rule. But
We should have.
what I'm saying, and answering to her. So there are a lot of children who couldn't get knowledge and they failed. Today why government made a rule everybody can be passed? Because everybody can get information from everywhere. Understood? Today if I read an English poetry in which oak tree, I am not able to show oak tree around, right? But I can show a picture, no? Earlier that was also not possible. Most of the textbook used to be only black and white. Today textbooks are not required. You change, you migrate from the normal text speaking textbook which is black and white. You can migrate into color, migrate into voice, migrate into 3D animation. I have a book on adaptive learning. Pedagogies and practices on e-web net learning, in which multimedia teaching classrooms. I got trained from JIRS, Jawaharlal Nehru University. I went there to learn this. I wrote a book. My professor was from MIT. He taught me how to implement this education system into that. Whatever I learned, I made it into a book. That's the first book in India on adaptive learning. How do you get adapted to the children based on the requirement? So what is expected today is every student can be adapted. Now you have got a large Colosseum? What is it?
Colosseum.
What is it? So we were traveling together. Immediately what she did was Googled and found out the spelling is wrong. The spelling is wrong.
We know it.
Correct? Yeah. See, the interest is to know, okay, what does it mean? Then she asked me the meaning. Then I said collage. Collage means mix of art. Then she found and then said, no, I'm wrong. Colosseum means it's a large mix. But again after lunch, I asked her to check what is collage means. Collage means mixing of. So this could have been derived from that was Midas. But then she said, no, it's not. It is a large hall that's involved. So I don't know how many of your children would have seen that and then checked this. The Google should have been used for this, right? Which they don't do. Today most of the answers are given in Wikipedia, but we used to get in our childhood all the knowledge from Chaipedia. You know what's Chaipedia? Yeah, there are some discussions and the newspaper itself was available only in such places. That was our life. So today we have lot of knowledge, but how many of them really learn? I don't know how many of you have seen good movies on teaching practices. The other day I was talking to all the principals of Gulf. I had 120 principals of CBSE schools from Gulf. Every country, Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman. There was a CBSE meet in which I was one of the speakers. I spoke for half day. And at last I suggested them, you all should watch movies. Teachers should look at movies to become a different teacher. I don't know how many of you have seen. Serve with Love.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful movie. Stand and Deliver. What are the other one? Hindi? That is Indian for is not on teaching. Okay, that's also good. Chalk and Dust. There are beautiful movies, right? There are a lot of methods written there. Amitabh Bachchan's movie is there. Black is also good. Black is also good. Right? So what is that being shown? Great teachers, right? Do you know who is a great teacher? Great teacher who eats apples every day.
Lots of patience.
Great teachers eat apple every day. In front of students.
Patience.
No.
Students.
No. When definitely you eat, if you are a good teacher, you will also share with them. You will share with them, they will also share with you. You eat chocolate. Something, that's what it is. So you should become a close associate, close friends. I'm only going to tell once, no repetition. That's it once. Today I gave my telephone number. Only once I said. No repetition. Only once. But I will tell you my telephone number. I'll only tell once. I'll not repeat. All of you will learn in one go. You want to prove that?
So we'll be aware of it.
Yeah, understood, no? If I tell 3 times,
Listen keenly.
and then don't tell too fast where people can't follow. So I'm going to tell you. There are 10 numbers. Telephone number is 10 numbers. So I'll tell only the first 3. I'll give you time to repeat yourself internally. Next 2, you will repeat. Next 2, you will repeat. Next 3, you will repeat. Then I will ask you to tell. Ready? 944. 74 37 948. Now assume you have some confusion. I'm not going to test it. Share it with your immediate friend and then find out whether it is correct or not. Now your confusion is clear, not by my repeating, you repeat it. You understood? This is what is to be done. Acharya Padamadate, Padam Shishya Sometya, you repeat it to yourself. Padam Sa Brahmacharibhya, share it with your friends. That's it. 75% marks.
So you said if the students don't understand the topic, how to make them understand?
What is that they don't understand? Assume you chant Tinkle Tinkle Little Star for 8 children. They don't understand Tinkle Tinkle Little Star. But do they understand Minum Minum? How many of you are carrots?
Only one.
Only one. I translate. How many of you are Telugu? Only one.
He's missed.
Which language?
I speak Tamil.
Tamil. Okay, now
Malayalam is near.
I will tell you now Minum Minum Taragam. You have to, which grade you teach?
She teaches computer.
Okay, doesn't matter. I am also a computer man. 20 years my job was computer. Minnum Minnum Taragam.
Shining.
How I wonder what you are. Mide Mide Manatha. A translation.
Also sky. Last right?
Tell me. Tingle Tingle Little Star. How I wonder what you are. Up above the verse of right. Mide Mide Manatha. Why do you call me?
Like
Telugu చెప్పండి. మెరుసు మెరుసు.
ట్వింకిల్ ట్వింకిల్ లిటిల్ స్టార్ మెరిసే మెరిసే నక్షత్రమా నాకేం తెలుసు నువ్వెవరో పైన పైన ఆకాశమే మెరిసే వజ్రం ఆకాశం.
See, we know the concept. We have to make them to understand. Make them to understand, make them to learn, translate, use it. There are a lot of children who come from Gulf, they don't write, read Malayalam. It takes only 7 days, half an hour job. 3.5 hours they learn Malayalam and difficult words like Jnanam. That's my house name. It's one of the difficult skills. They write, I give dictation. It only 7 hours they learn.
Teaching, we don't use any other language.
It's not difficult. I tell you, when people are age 1, they don't speak their language. age 3 they speak their mother tongue without grammatical mistake. So at age 1 they can learn a language. At this age, any language you can learn easily. But only thing, we don't dedicate ourselves to that. That's all. So dedicate ourselves. That's very simple. Every subject
We can translate. How much they want to understand, we can translate.
they have to translate. You only help them to translate.
No, but they have to write in English only.
They will write. Whichever language they want, they can write. Whichever thought process.
They'll understand in their mother tongue. When they want to translate and write in English, they feel difficult.
Give them something in their own mother tongue, translate it to English, from English to their mother tongue. All these are best method to learn. See, today what are you doing? You are taking a lot of trouble, but children are happy.
Exactly, 100%.
Right?
Yes. No fear,
Why do
nothing.
you do?
No
They
fear,
get everything on a plate.
Eh?
They are served everything on a plate.
Keep them 100% busy. You take rest. Yeah, how to do whichever subject you want, you ask them. See, when they go for a movie, don't they prepare and go? So, how many of them prepare and go for attending classes?
Very few.
Ask them. They have every internet, they have Google, whatever they want, let them learn. Now this year semester, class is over, next year they are coming to 7th class. Ask them, they have the syllabus, subject, everything, books with them. It's all downloadable today.
Yes.
Learn the whole thing and then only come to my class. Ask questions. Teacher's job will become double. You have to be much more cautious, careful, because they will question you. But that will be a real learning class.
Even if you don't know, we will learn.
That's what I'm saying. That change should be there in teachers. Otherwise, what are you doing? You are giving some data which teachers don't understand. I'll tell you in the higher classes, I don't know how many of you teach in 11th and 12th. The 11th and 12th, whatever you are talking, half of them don't, 80% of them don't understand the meaning of the words which you are using. Today I called one student and asked what is property. I happened to call a commerce student. Immediately I called another science student and asked what is property. Then I said what is property of salt. When you talk in chemistry, property means asset. When you talk in chemistry, it also means asset. But that's a quality. This is also quality. But the same terminology you will see in different places. Where do you get this? Who are English teachers? Yeah, English teachers are the best teachers. They know everything. They don't distinguish between commerce, chemistry, maths, physics. You ask polynomial, they will look at dictionary and they explain what is polynomial. But maths teacher will explain polynomial in a different style. But same, it's applicable in both. Today I asked what is gravity. Gravity is an English word. Why can't they refer to dictionary? So all physics teachers should refer dictionary. Resistance, capacitor, velocity, acceleration. Acceleration, you look at physics. What is any physics teachers? What is acceleration?
Action, pressure being the action change of velocity.
Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. Now I will prove that you are wrong. What is deceleration? Then acceleration is positive, but you said rate of change of velocity without a positive. So you did only half definition. See, in English, you start doing it, right? You understood? If you have referred dictionary to know what is acceleration, look at antonyms, synonyms. In life, somewhere people have to learn, right?
Yes.
Ask your children to write all technical terms in your chemistry, social science. You may be teaching invasion or maybe migration, but I don't think half of the children social science class, because social science class the migration word come you don't explain, but same word in English class and same standard you will explain. Correct? What is this here? India was invaded by, you will tell something. Do you think the children understand what is invading if they have not learned the same word in English class? If at all they have learned, will they contextually use it here? So we take it for granted, invading means something. I don't know how normally teachers would have referred this in dictionary to find out what invasion means, no? Anyway, you are into this business of teaching, so you have to be here for at least next 20 years. See, 18 years passed. At the age of 49, she is serving 18 years. So invest the time. It's a great investment. I tell you, it's nice to become good teachers. Really nice to become good teachers. I remember when I went to Dubai Indian School to give a lecture. I had 400 children, their parents under 300. All of them were sitting in my class. 3 days workshop from morning 7 o'clock, evening 7 o'clock, continuous class. And in which some child asked me, "Sir, who is your teacher who really inspired you to learn?" I said, "One Anandan master was there, who was my science teacher, who used to come in blue pants, one white shirt, and this part also will be white because he puts chalk here and a duster here, and he comes off hand like this. And he used to teach chemistry. He was a biology man, and he used to teach physics outside on the. He used to teach us English. Very topics. He is my first teacher. During interval, one 9th grade child came and told me, 'Sir, Anandan master is my grandfather.'" You know that? Think of a student saying that, you know, that's an international audience, lot of students, and publicly saying that he is my best teacher. And after tea break, I took her onto the stage and said that she is my granddaughter. My sir's granddaughter is my granddaughter. You know the thrill when somebody will have, assume your name says and then your grandchild will listen to that tomorrow. Don't you feel that, yeah, you have to be something different? Yes or no?
Yeah, goosebumps.
No, that is the achievement.
You were asking how children will listen. The other day I had 20 children from one school, 10th class students and 10th, 9th class. Director and the principal of the school was staying with me. He taught how to learn and teach, and the first day, as you said, the people don't listen. I said, keep quiet means, and say again, listen, and tell them. Today you can all pack off and go. Today's night is the last day, tomorrow morning you're all going. Only once and this at night they had long discussion what to do. They came and told me that, "Sir, tomorrow we are going." They know that I am very strict. I said, means go, that's it. Finished, you're all out. TC is given to you, you know. Leaving order is given, go back. And she said, there are at least 4 or 5 good children there who are eager to learn. I will go and talk to them and let us reconsider. I said, fine, chalo. They came. Yesterday, last day camp. All of them were in real tears. 7 days stayed with me, they hugged me. They were crying, including the director principal was literally crying. You understand? In 7 days class, I am able to influence. Do your children cry when they pass and then go to the next class saying that I miss you, man?
Yes.
It's a great teacher. Somebody asked me, how do you select the best teacher? I said, Monday morning the students should say, oh, I have.
Then sometimes there are next year also you should be the class teacher like that. So some children.
The buttering, we can realize buttering or not. The tears will not come in your buttering.
No, that we can feel from the child face, and they say we can feel from them.
How many of you remember your
Teacher.
all teachers? Do you remember?
Only middle school teachers.
Among middle class teachers, how many of you remember which teacher you remember? Okay, you remember one teacher. Keep them in mind. Okay. I'm going to ask you, what made the teacher different from other teachers? You remember one teacher?
Yeah.
Who? Why? And who? Why?
I remember my math teacher.
Why?
Because the way she teaches differs from other teachers.
Is it that she is the most brilliant teacher in the world?
No, means
My teacher was actually strict. She was loving, very friendly. That's why I remember that
She
teacher.
was very strict. She was my math teacher and she was very motivated.
Science and math teacher, she was very patient.
My English teacher, she explained every word to me.
My English teacher of my 6th standard, Fancy Goodino. I even remember the few words she wrote in my autograph. Torrents of words is not the evidence of full minds. Ink flows freely from a pen that's nearly empty. This she wrote when I was in 6th standard.
My artistry teacher, after that class, no need to read any book or some
something to teach art?
Yes.
Here. The board?
Yes, sir.
You have pen? We'll ask him to draw.
Sir.
The maths teacher?
You have something draw? Yeah. This is the art book?
Yes, sir. Temporary.
Next.
My first time teacher.
See, you have learned so much after that, but you don't remember all of it. Don't you think when your children go somewhere?
You only tell particularly one teacher.
See, why did you select that teacher to say because there is some specialty there?
You could have done so many.
No.
There is only one.
See, what do you like to eat? You don't give a list. You tell one way. You understood? There is some difference in one. Your children also should tell your name. You know, in the childhood, if you ask an 8th grade children, a child, no, which subject you like, they say maths. Definitely the next person, oh, your maths teacher is very good, no? Immediately, sir. See, they love the subject just because the teacher is good.
But even now, when whoever you ask, we will tell our till means 6th, 5th, what that teacher only will come.
So now I am talking to different class of teachers, different subjects. So what do I say? When you go to the class, what you should do? Market your subject, what I do. Throw something. Market your subject, market your yourself. You say that I am the best person in the world, my subject is the best subject in the world. Next you have to teach maths, go and say maths is best in the world. You ask me to teach English, I'll say English, no, that's the greatest subject in the world. Yeah, we change, we keep on changing. We have to market, we have to sell our product. So every subject is your product, which you have to market, right? You teach my product. See, you have to market your subject. Who else will market it? And every class the student should feel, if I study, my graduation is in chemistry. Next maths teacher will come, they should change. Maths teacher is the best teacher, so I should
understood maths.
I had a chemistry teacher who was my student when I was doing graduation second year. I used to teach her Great. Now he did his job, right? All of us loved it. Now write something in chemistry which every one of us will love. Why? You understand? Otherwise, how do you market? Yeah? If you know only boring things in this life,
We think which is best only.
see, that's what I'm saying. An arts teacher is able to market arts.
Yeah, correct.
Correct?
Yeah.
I'm sure an English teacher can market English.
Yes.
But why not a maths and chemistry and physics teacher can? You have to.
We can in our own way, depending on the children. We can, it depends on the
Depends on us. I market my subject. You give me any subject, I market.
So now you get this as for chemistry. With this art.
some tips to market.
I just now told one chemistry example, right? How many of you have seen atoms? Chemistry teacher has seen atom. Can you show atoms to everybody?
No, sir.
Shall I show all of you atom now? You want to see atom? With your naked eye? I'll show you now. जलांतर गते भानौ यत् सूक्ष्मं दृश्यते रजः तस्य त्रिंशत्तमो भागः तरमान् इति स्मृतः. In a night dark room, a slit of light when it passes, have you seen small particles? It's not dust. You take the best room, no pollution, still you will see. You take the best purified RO. What is RO?
Reverse osmosis.
What is reverse osmosis?
To make the
What is it?
hot water,
See, I tell you, I have got a filter in which I am passing all that go through this small gap which is bigger. Right? I make this gap so small, H2O cannot go. Only H can go, O can. Water molecule cannot go. What can go? Atoms can go. Understand? And how do? I pressurize it so much it has to pass through. So what will happen? Water will get split into hydrogen and oxygen. As it comes out, again it becomes water. Understood? This is reverse osmosis. Now take a water, put a torchlight through this, you get small particles moving in water. Same particle which you see in the dark room with the light. That is called Rajaha. What's it called? Rajaha. In Sanskrit it is called Rajaha. Tasya Trimshatama. Are you able to visualize that Raja?
No, Raja.
Size of Raja is visualized, right?
Raja.
Raja is that particle size. That is thinner than your hair. Right? Tasya Trimshatama Bhagaha Paramanu Vidismradaha. Divide that into 30 pieces, you get an atom. So what I have shown you is not one atom, 30 atoms I showed you.
Together.
Now, are you intelligent enough to cut it into 30 pieces? Otherwise, I will chant one more line. Jnanina drishti godara. If you have buddhi, you can visualize. Now, are you seeing? No. Yeah, buddhi is not the word connect. You know, this is being taught to by chemistry teachers before any scope came. They had metal scope. No microscope. This is what is learning. Learning is visualization. Learning is imagination. Learning is thinking. Today we don't allow our children to think. We pour. So every teacher should have this ability to make something. You can give one crude definition. Now I gave a crude definition on reverse osmosis. It's not true. But I felt or gave you an idea for something like this. Now you will do research and find out whether it is real correct or not. So my idea is to poke somebody. You know what's poke, right?
Yeah.
To poke somebody so that you will do research and find out. If I don't poke, what will happen?
We will never do it.
So teacher's idea is to perturb, disturb, confuse. Confuse as much as you can in classroom so that they will get fused after some time.
So they will not go back and learn and they'll say that we are bad teachers.
See, you may tell DrTPS is very bad, but I don't care. I know whom I am. If not this school, I get some other job in some other school. Why do you want to stick on to one school? A long life to go in. When I was academic staff director, I was teaching in St. Teresa's College Human Rights Commission. Kerala Congress government changed it to Marxist government. They have got a hot verdict and thrown me out from university. Fantastic, I went to Prime Minister's office. I was with the PM, Manmohan Singh. If you are good, if not here, somewhere else you will get. Why do you want to cling upon some place? If you are not good, difficult. Try to change the system. If that doesn't change, change yourself. Try to change your husband. Slowly. If you don't change, change it.
Curriculum and all, textbook and all, it is very stiff. We cannot, and we have to complete the course.
If I have to go out, I have to go through the door only.
Yeah.
Okay, I cannot say the door is bad and try to push here. It will not work. Given the situation, your job is to work. But you have a lot of freedom inside your classroom. Don't say that the syllabus is bad, textbook is bad, system is bad, college is bad, manager is bad. Then the whole script is not written by you. Every actor has got a role. He has been given with an audience, he has been given with a producer, a director, a story, a song. His job is to act. We are all actors in the given situation. If I act well here, I will get another movie with a better script. If you fail here, you will not get another role also in another movie. So I am only trying to say, given situation, you act well. Today you may be not a hero or heroine, but if you act well here, tomorrow you will get a hero too. So we can keep on changing. Students are not good, they are not given good education during the younger childhood, otherwise I would have done great. If everything is great, if I get an airport like road and or totally automatic car, I will drive fantastic. In the bad road, bad car, I will be able to drive, right?
System, we have to follow the
We need the system, that's what I'm saying. We cannot change the whole situation and become the best system.
Go with the system.
That's what I'm saying. You cannot change the system, you cannot find fault with everything. You have no control on admissions and all that. So within the situation, what you can do is what I'm trying to say. Be an innovative teacher, try to make some difference in children. And you have a great role to play. Given situations, you can do that.
That is only 5 to 10% we can do it.
Even 1-2% if you do, and you are happy that you are a great teacher, you made a difference, that's great. That's good enough. Nobody else has to tell that you are great. Any question?
Excuse me, sir, I have a doubt about the repetition. We teachers have been trained that we should keep repeating. Okay? So, especially for the children who are slow learners. So, how will it work for them? For children who take time to learn.
See, the best student don't require a good teacher. The worst student, even if you teach, nothing will happen. Teachers are doing only justice to the in-between. So our focus has to be bring the in-between children to highly ready and give special attention to them most likely. But what you are doing, probably the answer to this is you are only taking care of maybe 20% of the children. Most of the children who come to classes are coming just for certificate. They want 10th pass certificate, 12th pass certificate. They want written pass certificate. They are not worried about the knowledge content. Fine? For them, if you don't teach also, they will pass. They will pass up to 10th, 12th. They will also get a BTech.
But as a teacher, we can't.
Our job is, that's what I'm saying. As a teacher, your job is to increase the curiosity, deliver something beyond what they get from the textbook, give explanation. That's what I'm saying. Instead of repeating it 3 times, give the meaning and content. You are investing a lot of time. What it? If I say you don't understand invasion, you say invasion 3 times. They don't understand the meaning. So you tell invasion once, explain it once. So word by word you explain. Ask them to write down all the difficult words which they don't understand. Right? Each one word you explain. That could be 1-2 days job before starting the classes. That will solve half of the problems I tell. You understand?
Yes.
And ask don't tell the children in this order I will start asking questions. No. Tell me what did you learn today? Now today we have some discussion. Right? I don't know how much time we spent. Almost an hour. She is ringing the bell. More than an hour. Now tell me what did you learn today? What did you learn today?
I learned that we should be very stable with
Okay, now tell me who wants to tell. One point you should tell. Yeah.
To be different.
To be different. Another point.
Not to
Market share.
Not to repeat. Market your subject. Then.
be innovative.
Be innovative. Then.
Create questions.
To create questions. Then. Curiosity. Then. You see so many points. You know, as teachers, what do you do? See, today we have learned, and you repeat all the 20 times. Don't ever do it. Again, you are asking your children to be listeners. Passive listeners. Instead of that, ask them. Tell me what did you learn today? You have seen now all of you are raising hand and telling this is what will happen with your children. Just to tell this, they will become attendant.
Thank you.
I am not telling anything new. These are all Jnani's principles on teaching. 9 principles are there.
But now we are unsuccessful and we have to understand their work on it.
No, tell them. You tell them the toppers, you know who are on the screen. Now, I want those who did not answer yesterday to tell them. That's it. Ask them to sit in one row, you change them, keep on changing their sitting place and say this row should answer today, next row this person should tell, this day this should tell. They will be very, very attentive. That's all your dynamics.
Sir, I have got a question. Yesterday I was discussing with my colleague. If it is a small class, we keep it as a heterogeneous class. Whereas if it is a big class,
What is your standard?
we keep up to 25. Whereas
25 is nothing. Lord Krishna, when he was a student, he had 33 children. During that time, in Dwapara Yuga, classmates were 33. Class strength of Krishna but Kuchala was also there, right? One bright student, rich man, and the poorest. See, this shows how heterogeneous, different family background. All of them together were how many? 33 students. The class strength internationally recognized is 30.
okay. So is it advisable to keep heterogeneous lot or homogeneous?
All together. That's, you have to know how to mix them in. Now, just now I said you discuss you keep them in that form. Alternative.
So it is good to
It's good so that they will share. Peer group learning, group dynamics, group learning activities will become very effective like this. Navodaya concept was very good, no?
Yes.
From the local,
And 20% urban,
24%. That's how to uplift. So 944.
944.
Google DrTPS, that's my name. You will get DrTPS. DrTPS. Temperature per second. Top police service. Google and find. My website is
There is a lot of things to discuss, but time.
I have no problem. I have only program tomorrow morning. DrTPS. My book, I have got plenty of books. Nice that at least one person asks. Give one book to her, one book to her. Life's made simple. No, but those two people asked. I was telling her I got few books, I'm returning it back because nobody has interest in this school. That's what I said. You open one page, that will tell you a page. Be careful, the locker.
Okay.
That's a random page. Just open one random page.
We got it before
Read, what is that?
Holy scriptures make simple.
Yeah?
Holy scriptures make simple.
You had a question on 33 children, right? Yeah.
I got it.
You asked that question, I answered.
Yes.
Holy scriptures describe this number of students.
I got faith in your own self.
Faith in your own self. It's a book written by me, not me. Questions from my students to me through output. All the output discussions are put into a book. I write book on life, L-I-F-E. Life is live in full enjoyment. Learn in full enjoyment. Learning is an investment for future earning.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Wasting lot of time. You are wasting your time. You can download. All of them are freely available. Share it and do that. Rhythm of life. Adaptive learning, I don't have copies. It's published by Discovery Publishers, but it's available on my website. You can download it. All of them are fully available to download. PDF. Go to my website www.drtps.
DrTPS.
SHIKSHA.in is my website. I don't draw. You can try artist.
Yes, sir.
I don't draw, but you can look at. I'm a creative artist. Which is this?
This one.
Yes. This is A. This is S. This is I. That is Shashi. Okay. Website is made by Don't waste your time. Do something creative. Otherwise, when you become 60, you will find that 20 years you are sleeping. And 40 years when you account, you will find that you have used only 3 years to learn, maybe 10 years to teach. But then another 47 years you will find unused, wasted. So be active, most importantly. Fine?
I have so many questions. We are here for a day.
I am here tomorrow lunchtime and after lunch. If he gives lunch, you will take lunch.
Of course, sir.
Day after tomorrow, I am there in another school with one camp, 2 days in Hyderabad. The next day, I have been in Kakinada for 4 days of session. Keep on traveling.
Yes, sir.
Done?
Done?
No, because
And I think this is been...
My younger sister is
It's the clan, you know, the clan.
So I think this is for the first time we have
Such an informal workshop. I anticipated something totally formal and, you know, it was very interactive and in a very light manner, in a very humorous manner. Sir has told us how to market your subject, how to make your teaching interesting, how to make your children love you. And I tell you, it's my experience as well. Whatever subject that you are teaching, if the child likes you, definitely he will like the subject. And how will he like you is another question. How you treat them, how much you understand them. Through the experiences that I have had, this is what I have learned. And through a very informal way, whatever advices he has taken, we are going to implement it in our teaching life, sir. And thank you so much. Maybe we'll be meeting you again. I myself have too many questions to ask you, but then the time restrictions, we have students coming in. Otherwise, we would have extended this for another at least half an hour. More. Anyway, tomorrow I'm told you are here, so the teachers might attack you with their questions and
one of
clarifications.
your students' parents felt that he is not doing very well at all. 9th, 10th he was very good, but 11th and 12th literally bad. So she was worried, and then she heard my radio talk in Gulf. And then she influenced the CEO to
Invite you.
and then he came and attended 3 days or 4 days. 3 days? 3 days at that. And he is a very good student.
His name is
Adit?
Is it commerce?
Pranav.
So Pranav is the one.
Yes. He was an excellent student, then he got diverted into various extracurricular activities.
Really good.
He is a good person.
I wrote the lyrics on all the Prime Minister's names in a sequence, and he composed it, and we sang that. And today also I asked him to sing that on stage.
No, he's a good.
And I'm sure a small trigger and change in him will make him really good. I don't know whether 3 days was good enough or not, but I have not spent much time with him because I had many other students also, very little time.
We have such workshops for students.
I do for most students you give me, we will do.
No, what interested me most was that he said within minutes he can make the students keep
I
quiet.
have to teach the youngest young children KG and all that.
KG you can.
Fourth grade. You want to keep them quiet?
Exactly, we have
No, in my house. That's
Such students we can suggest.
I'm in Kannur.
Kerala.
Kerala. No, just cross your Virajpeta and then reach. After Virajpeta, that's my house. After the Virajpeta forest, once you cross, you are there in my village. We share. Kannur district is Karnataka district. After Girti, it's only 2 kilometers. Girti belongs to my assembly constituency.
Something good.
So sir, we will be meeting you perhaps tomorrow as well. And on behalf of all the teachers here, a great thank you to
JIRS. You are from?
You have to teach maths, go and say maths is best in the world. You ask me to teach English, I'll say English, no, that's the greatest subject. Universal subject. Universal subject. Yeah, we change, we keep on changing. We have to market, we have to sell our product. Yeah. So every subject is your product, which you have to market, right?
You teach for your product.
See, you have to market yourself. Who else will market it? And every class the student should feel, if I study, my graduation is in chemistry. Next maths teacher will come, they should change. Maths teacher is the best teacher, so I should make maths. I had a chemistry teacher who was my student when I was doing graduation second year. I used to teach her. Great.
So I think this is for the first time we have such an informal workshop. I anticipated something totally formal and it was very interactive and in a very light manner, in a very humorous manner. Sir has told us how to market your subject, how to make your teaching interesting, how to make your children love you. And I tell you, it's my experience as well. Whatever subject that you are teaching, if the child likes you, definitely he will like the subject. And how will he like you is another question. How you treat them, how much you understand them. Through the experiences that I have had, this is what I have learned. And through a very informal way, whatever advices he has taken, we are going to implement it in our teaching life, sir. And thank you so much. Maybe we'll be meeting you again. I myself have too many questions to ask you, but then the time restrictions, we have our students coming in. Otherwise, we would have extended this for another at least half an hour more. Anyway, tomorrow I'm told you are here, so the teachers might attack you with their questions and clarifications.
One of your students' parent felt that he is not doing very well at all. 9th, 10th he was very good, but 11th and 12th literally bad. So she was worried, and then she heard my radio talk in Gulf, and then she influenced the CEO to call me. And then he came and attended 3 days or 4 days. 3 days? 4 days. 3 days in Vietnam. He was and he's a very good student.
His name? Adit?
He's in commerce.
Pranav.
So
Pranav Saji.
Pranav is the one.
Yes. He was an excellent student, then he got diverted into various extracurricular activities. Yes.
Really good.
He is a good person.
I wrote the lyrics on all the Prime Minister's names in a sequence, and he composed it, and we sang that. And today also I asked him to sing that on stage.
No, he is a good.
And I am sure a small trigger and change in him will make him really good. I don't know whether 3 days was good enough or not, but I have not spent much time with him because I had many other students also, only little time.
You have such